Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. And look at this one. MURDR for hire. They're regretting doing this. Somebody's name could have a J in it. They're feeling regret. They're feeling very guilty right now for trying to murder you. And look, for something that doesn't even belong to them. You cannot make this up. We're starting off with a bang. We're getting straight to the point. There was something that was left to you. Somebody left you something in the will, an inheritance, money, assets, a property. Something was left to you and your relatives took it. And they wanted to unalive you for it. Okay? They tried. And they're regretting now what they did. So the reason that they tried to unalive you is to get you out the way. They don't want you to speak about what it is that's going on. They thought that you wasn't going to find out, and you found out. Spiritual court is now in session. All right. Let's see what else. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. A Libra. Somebody has a Libra child. You could be the Libra child. Tell me more. Trying to steal your mail. Okay, they could be doing that already. They could have already stolen your mail. The number 7 could be significant. July, a Cancer could be significant, or a Leo. And your name is being cleared, okay? So Spirit is letting you know that what they did, they could have already stolen your mail. They tried to, you know, have all their bases covered. And it doesn't matter. Your name is going to be cleared, okay? Tell me more. You know, like maybe they was trying to steal your mail so that you never got any type of notice of this court situation or something. It says here they didn't expect you to fight back. Okay, so fight back in the sense that you are not going to let them get away with this. You know, you could be speaking up. You could be, you know, talking about your testimony. You're giving your testimony. You are exposing these people. You could be you know, getting the law involved. Whatever it is that you're doing, you are fighting back, and they did not expect that. They really did not. All right, it says here a new home. So this could be what they took, a home. Okay, if something was left to you, it could have been a home, a property, and they took it. Or they took this money and they bought a new home with it. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. You could be seeing angel number 777. That's talking about money, prosperity, blessings that are going to be coming into your life right after this shit is done. Okay? A tax evasion charge. So that's going to be one of their charges while you are getting this prosperity. Shame the devil and speak the truth. I just said you could be giving your testimony. You are speaking about what these people are doing. Good. Keep doing that, because you are shaming the devil and you are going to get these people where they need to be at. All right. Somebody's going to be going to prison. They're facing 20 years, up to 20 years in prison. All right. We have here an 8-month long investigation. So these people have been under investigation for a while, probably longer than 8 months. You know, before the feds jump in, they want to make sure that everything is you know, perfect. You know, like they want to make sure that they're gonna do what they got to do. So it could have been longer than 8 months, but we got 8 months here. Tell me more. I think it was this one that fell. Mortgage fraud investigation. So look, we got a new home, and then we got mortgage fraud, tax evasion charges. Like, it's a lot of charges. And your name is, look, your name's going to be vindicated. We got twice right here. Your name is going to be cleared, and your name is going to be vindicated. All right. They're not gonna like, they're trying to put this on you somehow. It says that you have uncovered a deep level of corruption. Okay. So that's what you're doing. You're speaking the truth about this corruption, about what they did to you. As you should continue to speak the truth, because the truth is going to set you free. All right. I know that sounds very cliche, but that's real. All right. It's going to free you from all of this shit. It says, yep, look, it's going to free you from this right here. They took what was left for you. Okay. Again, it could be a home. It could be money, whatever it is. They took it, and they're regretting what they did. And it's more than one person, because they're fighting. They're fighting over something that doesn't even belong to them. Can we get something else with that card, Holy Spirit, with their fighting? Let's see what tea we could get. Can we get some details? Fighting about something that does not belong to them. Let's see. We know that is yours. Just want to see what comes out. Look at that. I wanted some tea. So this is the tea. That they bribed or persuaded someone to work against you. And again, the letter J. The one that's right there with the guilt and the regret And we got the J again. This person, the ringleader, whoever the fuck is the one that got everybody against you to do this, that thought that this was going to be a great idea, they could have a J in their name. And they are regretting this shit, that they persuaded someone. And I feel like the person that they also persuaded or bribed is also regretting it. Everybody's regretting it because now they're fighting. They're fighting over this shit that doesn't even belong to them. Now they're fighting. They're scared. They're going to prison. Nobody want to get caught up with this. Too late now, bitches. Let's see what else. Expect communication from the court. Okay. Any official message or information being sent by a judge or a court clerk to the parties involved in a legal case. That's what I was saying too with that mail. Like, I feel like if they didn't do this already, they're doing this now. They're trying to make sure you don't get this communication. Because that's what just came to my mind right now when I read this. A message, mail is going to come in. And they're trying to steal it. But listen, it doesn't matter. They whatever they do from here on out, and actually from 8 months ago, they have been under investigation. So let them do whatever they want to do. Let them try to scheme and scam, and they're just going to dig themselves into a deeper hole. They already got all these other charges, so let them try to steal your mail. That's another fucking charge right there. So let them. Woo. And it's communication from the court? Official communication? Yeah, let them dig that hole deeper. You already see here how this is going to end for you, so don't even worry about it. All right? Oh, an Eastern Star. They've been coming out every day, almost every day now, an Eastern Star. So it's a female who's involved in this shit. This could be someone who's in your family. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. The letter D, somebody's first name, middle name, wow, has a D. And look, a sorority. I'm telling you, it's definitely a female. She's an Eastern Star and she's in a sorority. A lot of these people, they be in, and listen, I gotta clarify that. Everyone that is an Eastern Star, everyone that is a Mason, everyone that's in Santeria, Ifa, Hoodoo, Voodoo, all this other stuff, right? I'm not saying that everyone is evil. There's duality. There's good and bad in everything. I'm talking about the bad people. There's healers in everything. There's chosen ones in everything. And there's karmics in everything. I'm talking about the karmics, okay? The evil people, all right? Just wanted to make that clear because some of y'all be like, my mother, my uncle, my whatever, they're in this, they're in the Eastern Star. One is a Mason and they good people, and the other one is Santeria and she's a healer. And I'm not talking about those people, all right? Remember that. Duality, all right? D for duality. There's good and bad and everything, okay? Okay, so in this sorority, there's a person that's a karmic, all right? They are in Eastern Stars. They're a part of the sorority. They made a, what is that? A pledge, a promise, whatever. And it wasn't to the Most High God. All right, let's keep it simple. Attempted murder. First degree murder charge, okay? So this is somebody that was trying to get the hitman. That's the first card that came out. Murder for hire. And they're going to go down for that. That's going to be their charge. You're the main topic in the group chat. That's where they are. What is this? What it says here? A public downfall. All right. So let's see if that comes out. Somebody's going to have a public downfall, as they should, because they wanted to humiliate you. They wanted to lie on you, ruin your reputation, and all of the above. So you're the main topic in the group chat is giving right here where they're fighting at. You know, like they're arguing. Nobody want to get locked up. Nobody knew that this was going to, you know, turn out like this. So that's what they're arguing about. So we have here the dragon. Somebody was born in one of these years, or these years are significant. And then we have here on your birthday. So if your birthday is coming up, something's going to happen on your birthday, or something already happened. Let's clarify and see, what is this birthday energy about? Holy Spirit, talk to me about the collective's birthday. Collaboration. Let's see what comes out. On your birthday, there's a collaboration, or they was trying to do a collaboration. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is a bad investment. What do we have here? They was ready, but not really. For this natural disaster, they wasn't really ready. All right, they was trying to stop something. A King of Cups in the reverse. This is a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, masculine energy. Could have been trying to stop something. They thought that they was ready. Again, it's a bad investment. Let's see what else. Ace of Cups reverse. They try to stop something from, like, a blessing, from being, you know, overpoured. A blessing, a blessing, some type of good news, something good. Yeah, they try to stop the Seven of Wands, and then we have the Ace of Swords. So this Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords is like a breakthrough, the truth, all right, from coming out. This could be a lawyer as well. They could have been, again, with that collaboration. And then bad investment is like they spent a lot of money to get this lawyer to try to stop the truth from coming out. This truth, like I said, it was going to set you free. The truth is a breakthrough. The Ace of Swords is a breakthrough. So it's going to set you free. It's gonna give you some type of blessing. Okay, you're gonna get what you deserve. That's why we keep seeing that you're gonna be vindicated. This is your blessing. You see, God is pouring in your blessings. You know, like it's gonna be a lot of money or something that's gonna be coming in for you, and they was trying to stop it. All right, so this King of Cups, this could be a father figure, this could be a brother, an uncle, a father, a stepfather, whatever. Somebody that was trying to stop that shit. All right, they thought they was ready, but with natural disaster in the reverse, is like they wasn't ready. They wasn't ready. Frustration, risk, risk, and survive. They needed to do this to survive, you know, to get away with this, so they don't go to prison, and they wasn't ready. All right. Let's see what else. All right, Holy Spirit, talk to me about this. Facing up to 20 years in prison, regret. The main topic. Oh, your uncle's wife could be significant. They're seeking evidence. Okay, so there again, the feds, there's an investigation here. They're seeking evidence. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. Yeah, I just saw they did research, so there's definitely research going on. A crooked notary. I talked about this the other day, right? I think, yeah, with my karmic family, that they, you know, they was all doing these things, and I was thinking like, oh yeah, everybody's trying to do a side hustle. I was proud of everybody. Everybody want to be on some entrepreneur shit. No, not really. They was just covering their bases so that they could set me up and take what was left for me. But don't worry, I'm not even stressing it. I know that God's gonna handle it. Yeah, look, they don't want me to talk about that shit. They don't like when I mention it in the readings. But bitch, I don't give a fuck. Okay, you should have never done it if you don't want people to know what you did, ho. Okay. So you're targeting, they're targeting you because you're speaking the truth. They don't want you to speak the truth. I said it from the beginning that you are speaking about it. You're giving your testimony. You could be a reader like me, and it's coming out in the readings. And you know, you're exposing the wicked. That's what you're here to do. Ephesians 5:11. You're here to shame the devil, speak the truth, and expose the motherfucking wicked. Okay? So it is what it is. They don't like it though. All right? It's okay though. It's part of the game. These aren't karmics, so they're not gonna like what you do. It is what it is. You're here to bring them to their karma. All right? So the karmics are snitching on each other again. Like these people, they've been coming out for a while. Somebody's gonna start talking. Somebody's gonna give a confession because again, somebody got paid or they got persuaded to go against you, and they didn't really read the small print or the fine print, the small print. They didn't read that shit. They didn't see that this could be a possibility, that you are protected, that you are divine, that whatever they did, whatever was done in the dark was going to come to light. They didn't even think about that. They didn't even explain that to them. So I feel like whoever that person is that got tricked into this shit, they're going to be the first one to talk. And it says here, they're going to be experiencing a lifestyle downgrade. All right. These people are very materialistic. And the reason that they did all of this was because of money. They want money. It's very simple. That's it. They're thieves. So it's because they want to keep up with the Joneses. They want to live a certain lifestyle. And they would do it by any means necessary. Even stealing from family. Even stealing, you know, and not granting the wishes of someone that passed away. That's the more wicked part right there. Like that was somebody's last wish. It was on their will. They wanted this money to go to someone, and y'all didn't do that. So that's some wicked shit right there. So y'all gonna be karmics. Oh, they must be watching because I'm talking to them now. The karmics are always tuning in. Oh my God, I rebuke all of y'all in the name of the Lord. But yeah, somebody's not gonna be able to make bail. They're gonna stay stuck. They're gonna be going through a lifestyle downgrade. They're gonna be facing 20 years in prison. It's gonna be a lot that these people are gonna be going through because they did a lot, and it was all for money. which is very disgusting. There should be no reason to do it, but it's still disgusting. All right, so someone is in the Navy, in the Army, or they are a Marine. Tell us more. Oh, I said that they was going to confess, that they was going to make a confession. Wow. And I feel like it's going to be the person that got caught up in this situation and didn't read the fine print. They're going to confess. Wow. They're going to confess. They're going to be like, yo, I don't have, wow, look, stolen property. They're going to be, I don't have nothing to do with this. I didn't know that this is what they was doing. They're going to say something. So that's funny. And look, stolen property, and we got here a new home. So that's what I'm saying. Like, for some of y'all, they stole a property. For some of y'all, they stole the money that was left to you, and they got a property. So you take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We got stolen property, and we got a new home here. Wow. So we got the SWAT team is going to pull up on them. So it's going to be a big deal. Yeah, look, SWAT team, that's God right there for you. Because they try to group up on you, and they still lost. So now they're going to get grouped up on, and it's going to be a SWAT team that's going to pull up. That's so funny. Yes. Yep. So it is what it is. Let's see what else. Let me pull from here. All right, Holy Spirit. What else can we get? Let me try to move the camera a little bit. Somebody could be married in this situation. It says here, looking for dirt on you or vice versa. And then we have here revelation. Somebody could have been looking for dirt on you, and they ended up getting exposed for something. And it could be somebody, because we have here, yeah, I said somebody could be married. And we got your uncle's wife is involved. So yeah, your uncle's wife could have been looking for dirt on you, or basically, yeah. Look at that. Bad news. Somebody found dirt on that bitch. All right. And they're gonna be going to prison. The bad news. Yeah, bad news that everything that they put work into, work, labor, and effort. And this is the part about wanting to see the fruits of your labor. All right. They're not gonna see the fruits of their labor. They're gonna see the back of a prison cell door. Prison bars. All right. Oh, we got here an accident. With this accident, I'm just getting more so like, because got caught slipping is the same thing. You know, like it was an accident. They was not expecting like for something to get revealed. And that's what I'm getting. So then with accident too, if they was like bippity bopping you and they wanted you to get into a car accident, that's going to go back to them as well. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Because they don't want you to talk. So they are going to try to do death spells and shit. Put that back. All right. Tell me more. The 10 of Wands reverse. Somebody, yeah, they was trying to cover something up again about a house. A burden. Somebody was trying to cover something up, but in the reverse, they're not able to cover it up. That shit is coming to light. Everything that they did, I'm telling you, they're on the investigation. They've been on the investigation. All right, this could be somebody who has some type of stability. All right, it says here, boss daddy with money. So this person could be the one that's going to be with the lifestyle downgrade. You know, like they was living good with this energy, you know, with everything that they took and everything. They thought they was going to keep living like that. Look, burial. I feel like they thought that they had that shit buried, these secrets. Oh, I just saw the word. Where is it? I just saw secrets. Look at it right here. That they thought that those secrets were buried and nobody was, right here, see? And nobody was going to know about this. And they was just going to keep on living in this boss daddy energy. And no, it's not happening. The truth is revealed. Yeah. 10 of Swords. That's betrayal. That's rock bottom. Okay, so that's what's going on with them. They're hitting rock bottom. Yeah, again, cover up keeps coming out. They thought they was going to be able to cover this shit up. What they did. And no. And yeah, that's the shocking news. That the shit has came to light. And that they're going to prison for this. All right, let's see what else comes out. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Look, I said a brother figure earlier. We have here a karmic brother. Tell me more. It's all downhill from here, okay? So downhill, if you're on a bike, it could be easy going downhill, right? But it's giving more so like for the karmics, like everything is just going to start crumbling for them. And this crooked judge, we got a crooked judge that's involved in this shit. Yo, this is crazy. I didn't even know I wrote this so many times. We got your name is being cleared twice and your name is going to be vindicated. They have foreign bank accounts. Yesterday, this came out that they have your money in a foreign bank account. You're going to be appearing in court and you're going to be testifying. Again, there's communication right here. And this is what they was trying to prevent. They was trying to prevent you from speaking the truth. You're going to be appearing in court. So get your best outfit together, okay? And get ready because you're going to be speaking your truth. Yeah, about how they use your social security number. Whatever it is that you went through with these people, you're going to be talking about it. Again, shame the devil and speak the truth. Don't be scared. Do what you got to do. The police popped up at their job. Capital One Bank. Somebody could work at Capital One. Somebody could, they could have been using Capital One to do this, you know, this scamming and shit like that. We have here crossed over grandparents. So yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like your grandparent passed away. Your grandma, your grandpa, somebody passed away. They left you something. And they wanted you to get that. But they didn't respect their wishes. They stole whatever was left for you. And it's not that easy to do that. So, that, you know, there was a lot of people involved. A crooked judge, a doctor, you know, medical professionals. Like, a lot of shit to be able to take that. We have here trying to frame you with rugs. We're going to say rugs. All right. So, just be careful. They could be trying to, like, I don't know if you don't be around these people. So, that's not for you because I don't know how there's another way to do that. But if you are around these people for whatever reason, just be careful. They could be trying to put something in your drinks, in your food, you know, something. Trying to like put it in your system, or trying to say that that you sell it or you use it, you know, trying to leave it in your house, in your car. Be careful. Oh my goodness, look at this. So they're going to die behind bars. All right, these people could be older in age. They could be older than you, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to be living their golden years behind prison, behind bars. Yeah, look, everything is being dismantled. Again, it's downhill from here. Oh, a confession. Wow. Confirmation. Yes. Where is that confession card? Right here. They're going to confess, and it's going to be for less prison time. So the Bar Association will disbar them. So a crooked judge, crooked lawyer, they're going to get disbarred. Okay? D for disbarred. We got D again. Disbarred or whatever they do to judges. I know it's a little bit more of a process for a judge, but they're going to get removed. Whatever they got to do. Yeah, look, you cannot make this up. Wow. Corrupt government officials are under federal investigation. Yes, the lawyer, the judge, whatever, they're under investigation and they out of here. Okay? Wow. What else? Somebody has a Chevrolet pickup truck and they are significant. This could be you or somebody involved. 3, this is March. A Pisces or an Aries could be significant, or 3 people. A private investigator is working with the insurance policy. So somebody could have gotten an insurance policy out on you or on this passed over loved one. All right, we have a King of Swords here. This is a lawyer. This is a judge. It could be an investigator. Some type of professional here. Look. Wow. And they're guilty. That's what Spirit is saying, that they're guilty. That's what that is. That's going to be the judgment, that they're guilty. Wow. All right, y'all. Let me pull some names, and then we're going to close this out. Oh, my goodness. So just be patient, y'all. You're not alone in this battle, all right? Your spirit team is with you. There's a collective of souls. Me too, okay? Like, you're not alone. We're all waiting for justice. So don't be, feeling like you've been waiting forever. Just know that it's going to be over soon, all right? All right, let me do this again. All right. Who's involved, Holy Spirit? If you see your name here, it's giving you confirmation. There's a message here for you. If you see a karmic's name, this is your confirmation that they are involved, okay? Let's begin. Rosie, Lex, Mabel, Allie, Martin, Kinsey, Kira, Ray, Copeland, Alexa, Faison, Mac, Mackie, Garza, Helen, Chastity, Jenna, Matthews, Roxanne, Okay, wait. I'll do one more. Matthews, Roxanne, Susie. Oh, remember the other day I was saying Susie Q. So that could be, again, for somebody. Yvonne, Genesis, Cindy, Sapphire, Ray, and Alexa. One more, Holy Spirit. Tony, Lewis, Sarah, Tay, Carol, Caroline, Jason, Jennifer, Johnny, Sadie, Kirk, Tasha, Duarte, Valencia, Mullins, Lewis, Miguel, and Powell. All right, I wanted one more. We got two. That's fine. Next one. Lewis, Destiny, Crumb, Toby, Juanita, Blabbers. Somebody told me to write that. Blabbers, confirmation. Mariah, Erica, Monica, Amanda, Hallie, Gibson, Peña, Leon, Morris, and Lupe. Marianne, Sanam, Rachel, Jeremy, Shannon, Charles, Jeremiah, Manuela, Derek, Frederick, Kaufman, Abner, Camila, Regan, Peralta, Chrissy, Angelina, Peña, Brooke, Kelly, Bradshaw, West, and Chandler. Lake, Roy, Holmes, Vera, Stern, Krovic, Bass, Bruce, Wade, Milton, Perla, Golovos, Xavier, Sonia, Sharpton, Mello, PJ, Everett, Griffith, Inez, Siobhan, Green, Dallas, Graham, Lattimore, and Ashley. I said Mello, right? I think I said Mello. And the last one. Claudia, Red, Elaine, Wes, Lewis, Roberts, Armstrong, Van, Melissa, Andres, Davison, Norman, Deborah, Donna, Andrew, Steve, Davis, Maldonado, Sherry, Nike, Tyrone, Yolanda, Sue, Stewart, Woody, Gregory, Garcia, Katie, Brandy, Long, and Stark. All right, y'all. That's what I got here. I hope I was able to bring clarity and confirmation to whoever needed to receive this message. Spiritual Court is now adjourned. Peace.